Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of May 31st, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said now, let's begin. Tapping into the Capricorn collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Capricorn not see coming for the week of May 31st, 2026? What do they not see coming? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming this week? Broke. Who else had the broke card? I can't remember now. Bottom of the deck, too busy winning. Okay. Maybe it was Aries. Not sure. Why is broke here for Capricorn this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Three of Swords, the King of Wands, Justice, and the Devil, which is you, Capricorn. I never get nervous when I see that Devil card in your reading, but we'll clarify more to see if it's something that you should be concerned about or if it's actually you standing in your power. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Ten of Swords, Two of Cups, and Queen of Wands. Look at that. King to the Queen of Wands. All right. What is going on here? It's a connection here that's clearly broke. Some type of Three of Swords moment, Ten of Swords moment here happen. But I have you in the middle. I have three distinct energies here. Three distinct energies. Even on the too busy winning card, there are three trophies. Right behind that, I have getting evidence. Okay. Three of Swords. I feel like this is going to be a very specific message. So if it's not yours, please don't be offended. Just check another placement. Clarify the Three of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is third party. Whether that is, there's a triangulation here of lovers or triangulation of family members or, you know what I mean, triangulation at work or within a friend group. Three of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. There's another three. And the Four of Cups, which shows another three. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. Competition, stress. Let me get a couple more cards on the table. This is going to be a triangulation reading. So if you're not in that, then it's just not your reading. Like I said, don't be offended by it. I just want one card on that King of Wands, please. One card on the King of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, clarified by Ten of Pentacles. One card on that Queen of Wands, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Wands, clarified by the Fool. Okay. Justice. Why is Justice here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Justice, clarified by Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Now tell me why the Devil card is here. That's you, Cappy. One more shuffle. Thank you. Devil, clarified by Hermit, Page of Swords, and Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Death card. You take this how it resonates to you. I have three distinct energies on the board. I think I'm pretty well versed at picking up the different energies in a reading. I might do more energy readings moving forward, but I have a Capricorn collective here where you're waiting for a connection between two other people to end. Your connection with this person is broke because there was some interference here. Maybe they had a meddling parent. Maybe you did. I don't know. I feel like it's more on this person's side just because I have a matching partner here. So I'm just getting third party here, and I feel like you're waiting. You're waiting to hear that this is over. You're waiting to hear that there's an ending, that it's official in the Justice card. So I have a Capricorn here who has a broken connection with someone because someone else interfered in the connection, and you're waiting for this person that you are connected to cut that cord or cut that string with that person, like stop talking to the meddling parent or maybe just put them in their place, you know. And if this is like at work, I have a Capricorn here who is well aware that they don't have a good relationship with their boss because there's like a meddling coworker here. And it's like you're waiting for your boss to call this person out, to fire them, to let them go, suspend them, terminate them. There's something like that here happening. I could be speaking to a Capricorn where your connection with your person is broke because there was maybe another lover got involved here, and you're waiting for your person, or you're waiting to see or find out if your person has severed the connection with that person, whether they broke up with them for good, or they blocked them, or maybe they got a divorce in that justice card. But there's definitely triangulation here at play. And I have a Capricorn who's patiently waiting, Hermit to the Page of Swords to the Nine of Wands, patiently yet wounded, woundedly waiting. Woundedly, is that a word? I'm not quite sure. Waiting for news, information, communication to arrive that this is done and over with. So they can move forward in this connection to fix it because it is currently broken. Your Death card, you're waiting for that other connection here to end. So I feel like this week you are waiting. You're waiting to hear if the King of Wands, doesn't have to be masculine, doesn't have to be a fire sign, has severed a connection with this person. Why is this coming up in this week's reading? Because is there news coming then? Because even in that Three of Swords, look at the Three of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. I mean, look at all the threes here. But it's like I'm waiting for news or information. I'm keeping busy in the meantime. I'm waiting for news or information to come in that those Three of Cups are no more. The three that I keep thinking about, this other thing that's going on here, I'm waiting for news to arrive. And it's like any day now, any day now. You're waiting for justice here to be served, or the karmic balance here to be corrected. And there's a feeling within you intuitively. It's like, I know any day now I'm going to hear that that's over. So I'm moving forward in terms of taking care of other responsibilities, situations, environments, connections in my life. But I'm waiting because I feel intuitively that any day now, this is going to come to an end. And I'm going to be able to reconcile with this person, the boss, the friend, the family member, the lover, the spouse. I hope I got that right. Is there news coming in? If we get an Ace or Major Arcana card, that would be a yes. Is there any information this week that Capricorn is receiving about this? How about that? Any information they're receiving this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Well, you just slid off nicely. Seven of Wands. No. So no information this week is coming in. So why is this coming up in your energy? Why is this coming up then for this week's reading? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Star, the Three, another three, Three of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Magician, Temperance, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is coming up in your reading this week because there's something here that you're supposed to be doing while you're waiting. While you're waiting for this manifestation to alchemize to become a reality, there's something here that you're supposed to be doing. So it's not that news is not coming in. It's just not coming in this week. But you're supposed to be working on something else or spending your time doing something else. What is that? What are they supposed to be spending their time working on? It's like this has to karmically sort itself out. So instead of you sitting there waiting, you know, tick, 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 tick on with the watch, there's something here. You're supposed to be doing something else. What is that something else? One more shuffle. Thank you. What is the something else? Nine of Swords, King of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Okay, you need to begin thinking about, okay, in that Nine of Swords, that's Gemini energy. You need to begin thinking about how you're going to rectify this connection when it does come in. Because just because this is over doesn't mean that this is magically fixed. So this is really, really specific reading here for those of you where you want to fix the connection with this person, but you're waiting for them to handle this person. Because it's a parent or a family member. It could be like a meddling kid, right? And it doesn't have to be your kid. You know, maybe married later in life, this person had kids already. So whoever's meddling here, it could be another woman, another man in terms of like another lover. But you need to start figuring out, do you even want this person? Because this is ending. This is ending with that 10. There's like no doubt about it. And you're sort of wasting your time. Sorry to say that. Waiting to hear about how this person is going to handle this situation with this other person. But you need to figure out, do you even want this when it comes in? Because you're undecided right now. And that would be a better use of your time to figure out, if this does come in, which appears it is, do you even want it? Is it fixable? And how will you go about fixing it? So I wouldn't sit so idle in the Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, wait another three. I think we have all the threes here. Waiting for that information to come in, waiting for that Ace of Pentacles to come in, that Seven of Pentacles, again, card of waiting. You're waiting for that Ace of Pentacles, right? Like tangible proof that this is over. Your better use of your time management, Two of Pentacles, is that Two of Wands to the Seven of Swords. Can you forgive whatever occurred here? Can you forgive this? Five of Pentacles. Like, that's what you need to be focusing on. Do you even want this when it comes in? Is it worth saving? And if your answer is yes, how are you going to do that? Or what is your plan to fix that or heal this with this person? That would be a better use of your time than watching the clock, waiting to hear when this is over. I just saw the Five of Swords again with that King of Cups. So there's something here about you staying very emotionally balanced this week and going within and deciding, do you even want this? Is it forgivable? I don't know what transpired here. And how are you going to fix it? Because this is coming to an end, whether you stay in this or not. You just now need to decide if you're going to stay in this. And what does that look like moving forward? That's why this is coming up in your reading this week. Tell me what happens between the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. What happens here? Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Empress, Five of Wands, Hangman. This is suspended for a little bit. I don't know what's happening here. What is happening here? This is suspended a bit. One more shuffle. Thank you. We're going to take that. What is happening here? Hierophant, the Chariot, and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. This could be a divorce for some of you. Maybe you're waiting for this person to like divorce this person. That's quite possible. I just feel like you're waiting for movement here. And movement is a little bit stuck. There's something here these two people have to figure out. Like, if this is a family member, they need to set some, like, this person needs to talk to this person and they need to set some boundaries with them to make sure they're not meddling maybe in your marriage or your relationship. You know, this is the boss that has to talk to this person, that they can't keep interrupting. There's something here. The Hierophant is being interrupted. I hope this is making sense for someone watching. I want to get three more cards on this. So there's a discussion here already taking place between these two people about how to move forward or how to move on from this, or how they need to mind their own business or not get involved with what you do at work. Again, I don't know where this is taking place for you, if it's professional, platonic, or romantic. But there's already a discussion here taking place between this person and this person, either how this person has to know better boundaries, or how they're going to move on and go their own way. There's something like that here, but there's like a waiting period for some reason. I feel like there's like negotiation here going on. I don't think this person wants to leave. Or butt out. That's the feeling I'm getting here. They don't want to leave, or they don't want to butt out. And it's not for you to handle. Anything else about this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Strength card, Page of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. I feel like this person doesn't want to meddle. Like, I mean, they don't want to stop meddling. So this could be your person talking to their parents there, maybe, because sometimes that Queen of Cups could be like a mother energy. And it could be telling mom, you can't keep butting into our relationship. You can't do that. And you're just waiting to hear from your person and say, yep, you know what? I talked to mom, and from this day forward, but if this is mom is saying, but I know best. Like, I know best. This could be the boss talking to this person, saying you got to stop intervening with what Capricorn does at work. And this, but you don't see what Capricorn does when you're not around. But this person feels like they, I don't know, they don't want to. They don't want to get out of the way. And if this is a romantic partner, they don't want to give up on your person. This person is, I don't want to say too busy winning, but wanting to win. Wanting to win this. I don't know, wanting to meddle. This is a crazy energy here. I just saw the Fool card. Yes, that would be a yes for me. This person's wanting to win, wanting to meddle. It's being resolved, but this person is pushing back. So you need to figure out, do you still want to keep the job? Do you still want to keep the friend? Do you still want to keep the family member? Do you want to still keep the lover? Because I don't know if this person's going away anytime soon. I mean, it will eventually resolve itself, but you need to decide, do you even want to keep whatever this is? And how are you going to heal it after all of that has taken place? 3 cards of advice here for you this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice this week. Wheel of Fortune. Time marches on. 2 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. You have to figure out if you want to stay in this, High Priestess. You need to figure out if, do you want to stay this? Can you rectify this marriage? Or do you do you want to continue working at this place of employment, knowing your boss allowed this, coworker of yours to do this to you this entire time? That's a better utilization of, because like I said, that's going to come to an end. I just don't know how long it's going to be. It could be another 10 weeks for some of you. And I would use that time to figure out, do you even want to stay in this when the dust settles from that? 3 cards of advice about that. How to deal with that. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands. That's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for the King of Wands here to do something about this. Fool card. To have a new beginning and move on from this person. And you're just waiting, waiting, waiting. Bottom of deck, 9 of Wands. That's exactly how you showed up there. The Emperor to the 4 of Pentacles. I would use my time better to figure out, do you even want to stay in this situation, environment, or connection? This is wrapping up. I just don't think it's happening as quickly as you want it to. And this might be a situation where this person actually exits, and then you don't even know if you can fix this or if you want to. So I think your message this week is better to work on that for yourself, because this is going to end either way. And then your new chapter begins, and you have to decide if it's beginning in this or not, or with this or not. That's what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.